Happy Monday, Kipsters. This is Mr. Cup Show. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So today is Monday, and we are going to look back at last Friday's problem of the days, problem one, and then our challenge problem. Each day this week, I'm going to have actually a special guest walk you through with myself problem number one, and then I'm just going to do the problem number twos each day. So without further ado, please let me introduce my first special guest, and you could probably guess who it would be. It's going to be Brutus the Buckeye. What's up, my man, Brute?
Hey kids, how are you? I'm excited to get learning with you, so let's look at problem number one. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read my problem to kind of get the gist of what's going on so I can understand what's going on. So Mr. Cupshoe, let's read together. Do you want to read or do you want me to read it?
Brutus, why don't you read it?
Okay, here we go. The high school has 1,103 students. The elementary school has 539 students. So how many more students does the high school have than the elementary? So, looking at how many more students there are in one school compared to the other. Now I'm going to go through, identify my important parts of the problem. Then I'm going to develop a model to show my thinking. Then I'm going to use my model to set up a number sentence. And then I'm going to solve it and write my answer in a statement. So let's get this going. So Mr. Cupshow, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to circle 1,103 students.
Brutus, why am I circling that?
That shows us that there are 1,103 students in the high school. So I want you to make a tape diagram, label it HS for high school,
like this. HS, and a long tape diagram, and I'm going to put 1,103.
Very good, Mr. Cupshow. You're a good student. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to circle 539 students.
Why am I doing that?
Because that's going to tell us how many are in the elementary. So you're going to make a tape diagram of E for elementary and make it smaller than the high school one because there are less students. Put 539 inside.
All right, now what?
Now we need to make a little area showing our unknown.
Like this?
Very good. And put a question mark because we do not know that part yet. That's what we need to find out to answer our problem. Because it says, how many more? Please underline that, Mr. Cupshow.
All right, why?
Because those key words tell us this is a subtraction problem. We got to find out how many more are in the high school compared to the elementary school. So with that, Mr. Cupshow, please write a subtraction problem. Please write 1,103.
All right, 1,103.
And subtract 539.
Minus 539. Making sure I'm lining up all my numbers.
Yeah, they know that, Mr. Cupshow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so here we go. We're going to subtract these two numbers. Now, notice that our top numbers are smaller than our bottom ones, so we're going to have to borrow. So we can't do 3 minus 9. We can't take 1 from 0, so we got to go over to the hundreds, Mr. Cupshow. Make that a 0. And then you're going to make that 0 to the right in the tens place a 10.
Why is that, Brutus?
Because every 100 is 10 tens. So every time you take from the left 1, you're going to make it 10 to the right side. So now, again, I cannot do 3 minus 9. So I got to take 1 from the 10 and make my 3 a 13 because 10 plus 3 is 13. So now I can subtract 13 minus 9. What's 13 minus 9, Mr. Cupshow?
4.
Very good. Now I'm going to do 9 minus 3, which is 6. I can't do 0 minus 5, so I'm going to take from this 1 over here, make that a 0. I'm going to make this 0 a 10. Now I'm going to do 10 minus 5, which is 5. And I got 0, so I'm done. So that should be our answer, Mr. Cupshow.
How do we know for sure?
Well, let's go ahead and check our answer. So you're going to write 564. Now I want you to add it to your number up there, 539. Because when we add those, we should get 1,103. So let's quickly do that. 4 minus 9 is 13, so 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 3 is 10, carry the 1. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Oh, look at that. Our work is checked properly. So 564 should be our answer. So now, Mr. Cupshow, please write this sentence as I say it.
All right, Brute, go ahead, man.
The high school has 564 more students than the elementary. And that is problem number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed me walking through it with you. If you have any questions, please don't ask me. Ask Mr. Cupshow because he's your teacher. I had a great time. Thank you for inviting me here. I hope you had a good time and hopefully see you again sometime. See you guys.